Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sport. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.
Welcome back to KCAA Fabulous Lifestyles Radio Show. I am your host, Lynnette LaRoche. And as a reminder, if you want to enjoy our shows, be sure to subscribe to Building Solid Foundations channel so that you can stream on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, as well as the Android app. And so we have been talking to Latasha Fennell of Boss Lady Blingy, who had just shared with her that one of her major inspirations was by Ruth Bader Ginsburg. But then she also finds inspiration in her designs from just by all the different people that she meets and she speaks with. So we're going to come back to that flow where you were just beginning to tiptoe into talking about pricing. So that's one of the things that I wanted to ask you, is because I know that you're really focused on using high quality in materials, gemstones, and all of those things in your designs. So what made you go from the choice of cheaper materials and quantity so that you can spit it out and sell them in like a Claire's or some store like that where you can sell hundreds and hundreds of them versus quality, so what was the decision behind that?
I mean, you can go to 99-cent store and get 100 of those things if you want to, but will you actually cherish that a year from now? A lot of people will say, you know what, I spent $1,000 on this. You know exactly where you laid it. You protect it. You put it in a certain places. You don't let everyone touch it. So I figure, like, if you have something so unique and so nice, you won't lay it around. And if it's handmade and for you, it was designed and made for you, it's special. Mm-hmm. So if you want cheap, then I can't do that. I mean, it's cheap. It's not always, cheap. I mean, it just takes time to actually create something. And my prices are fair. I'm not expensive, but I like to put work into it. Mm-hmm. So you can always have it, not next month, but a year or 2, 3, something you can probably give to someone later on in the years. You always have that piece.
Mm-hmm. And so, in speaking about the timelessness of the designs and the care of, when you pay a bit more for something that you really like, what is your answer to those who are, your pieces are just, that's just too much money. I can go to the 99-cent store and get something similar.
My feelings are not hurt. No, I ask them because I can work with anyone. I can find something that can fit in their budget, because I know not everyone makes that type of money, especially with how we're living to this day. No, I find out what they like. Maybe find another stone or another piece of material that fits their budget, and work with them from there. But like I say, it's all tailored to the customer.
Okay, so let's talk about sourcing. How did you learn to source, for the stones that you use in your designs?
Just traveling, being in the military. When I would go different places, they would talk about jade and all of this stuff. And it wasn't really a big thing to me, but the colors would pop. Then I would see something, I'm like, oh, that's really nice. I saw that from across the street. So it just attracted me. And then I just started collecting stuff like that, and then everywhere I go, I just buy stuff and then put it together. And then I can't sleep because I'm like, oh, it'll look nice like this.
Wow. So when you started making your jewelry, was there a trial and error period for you?
Always. But I was so scared that it wouldn't work, that I would wear it myself. I would wear it at least a week before, I would sell it. Because now I know, okay, how tough it could be, is this going to fall apart or this doesn't work, So I would try it myself. That way, when I tell someone about my product, I know exactly, the ins and out because I wear the same thing that I make.
So what sets you apart from other jewelry designers?
What other jewelry designers? No. No, I'm messing with you. No, I mean, because my stuff is unique, and I pay attention to the customer. I don't want to sell you anything, that doesn't fit you. So it's basically something for you. It's a one-stop shop. You're never going to find a place where you buy an item, you actually getting a whole package deal. You're not going to walk out of there with a plastic bag. So you can use that box and give it to a gift for someone else.
So now I'm amazed about your social media skills. They are so creative and attention getting. How do you learn like all of that?
It's like, it's self-taught, I guess.
Another self-taught.
Like I said, it's like, okay, I'm an on-the-job training type person. Like, I don't really read a lot of instructions. I like to mess it up so bad that I'm like, well, where did I go wrong with this? And so I start playing around with it and see where it takes me. And I like to hang out with a lot of smart people. You learn from smart people. They get you to think more than what you would have thought that day.
Yeah, that is so true. And you've become one of those smart people I know. Well, you're one of those smart people I know. So let's talk a little bit about, because again, you started your business in 2018 and we saw so many business shutter, during the pandemic. Did the pandemic have a negative impact on your business?
It did because, like I said, I started in 2018 and I was just getting out there. And then 2020, I was like, oh, this is my year. And then March, I was like, oh, this is not my year.
Oh, no.
But then we found a way to do all of those things on Zoom. So I really got really good with social media. I was like, okay, I guess this is going to be my year on social media and Zoom calls. And then we started doing small groups. And with the entrepreneur groups, it was perfect because we could brainstorm off each other. So I wouldn't say it set me back. I think it put me right where I needed to be because then it was like game time on learning how to do online things because we were so used to like seeing people that way and doing fashion shows that way that I was like, man, I can do this right here online. People are already on social media.
Wow.
So that's how I got into the whole videos and stuff.
Okay. All right. So, I think your audience, all the listeners out there would like to give us 2 or 3 secrets that you feel are essential to your success.
Don't be afraid to fail. I tell you, if you never fail, you don't know how good it feels to win. So, and don't be afraid to just try again because I failed so many times. Like I say, I was self-taught. And then, and my other secret is network. talk to people. That's a big skill in the military. Networking is a big skill because the more people you know, those people can help you. They can open doors. I mean, and it feels good to go a million places and know someone.
That's true.
Now you can go to London and you know someone. That feels really good, you know, and you won't be starting from the bottom because, you know, people are like, I know her, you know, and they'll be able to help you. But don't be afraid to fail. I tell you, if you fail, you know what the bottom feels like. So when you're winning, you know what it feels like. So
I love it. So what's next for you?
Retirement.
Retirement from Boss Lady Bling Blingy?
No, retirement from the military so that I can focus more on Boss Lady Bling Blingy and be able to share my ideals and help women. Because a lot of time women, we don't have each other to lean on as much, or we're scared to even, like, everything is a competition. And I mean, when you're not competing, it feels good because I'm like, I'm not competing with anyone. But if you surround yourself with good people, and especially women, we can do wonders if we work together.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. And so I'm sure our listeners, particularly women, they are so inspired by you. And, you know, what would be some advice that you would give them in terms of they have a similar dream to have their own business?
I think a lot of people, the first thing they think of is like, I don't have money to do that. And so that delays a lot of their dreams and opening business. Just take $100 a paycheck, $50, and put it to the side. And go find whatever it is that you want to do, just do it. Don't worry about the money. That's going to come. So if you worry about the money, then it's going to slow you down. I mean, if you got a talent and a product, the money is going to come.
All right. Well, how can our listeners contact you? Where can they find you?
You can find me on IG at Lady Blingy 4, and that's LADIE BLINGY number 4. You can find me on Facebook as well. I'm always there at Lady Blingy, LADIE BLINGY no 4.
Okay.
Or you can come and visit me downtown San Diego off of 2031 Commercial Street. San Diego is at San Diego Made Factory. You can call me because I answer my phone at 619-617-4586.
Give it to us again.
619-617-4586. And I have lovely lookbooks all over. I got 5 out there on the streets. Call me. We can make an appointment. I can come to you.
Just hold one of these gems up so that
my very first one.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing.
The very first one.
Amazing. Well, thank you, Latasha. This was a dream interview in terms of just like all the success and like all the beauty that you are bringing to so many people. And then just out there, just doing your thing and blinging to
the world.
Exactly. And so thank you for being here. I'm Lynnette LaRoche, your host for KCAA Radio. Life's Fabulous Lifestyles radio show, and we will be back shortly after this commercial break.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle radio show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.